I'm back, I'm Gertie Rude, back again, a Wednesday mood. Well, I'm here again. We're going to look at this Sentebale debacle or scandal as it's emerging. Duke resigns from his charity Sentebale because he was the governor of the Board of Trustees, wasn't he? And I think the co-chair was the current Prince of Lesotho, so leader of the country. So let's jump in and see what's happening. Come on.
It's understood the charity, which was founded to help people in West Africa suffering from HIV or AIDS, is now the subject of a charity commission investigation.
Well, joining us now is our royal correspondent.
Oh, this looks like it might get a bit sticky, so I suggest we get some, I don't know, available and appropriate covering. Ladies, what do you reckon? I think we should, you know. I think it's going to get messy. It's going to be a whole field of jizz. Come on.
Cameron Walker. Cameron, what has happened here?
I mean, it's a complete mess, Ellie, to be perfectly honest. This is one of the few patronages Prince Harry retained when Queen Elizabeth stripped him of all his royal ones when he stood back as a working royal. So it's not a decision he would have taken lightly. It appears to be what I would describe as a boardroom battle. So the Board of Trustees do not like the direction the new chairman, Dr. Chanduka, is going with the charity. She wants to focus fundraising efforts in Africa. If you remember, Prince Harry plays in a polo match every year in the United States and raises money for Sentebale in California. It looks like the chairman doesn't particularly want to do that. But the infighting has got so severe.
Can I just stop and say, why would the chair lady be against him raising money via polo in California? One would have thought that would have been a massive donation to the charity, so I can't see. I mean, they called her doctor, so she's obviously an educated lady. So why would she be against that? I mean, it's a question worth positing, isn't it? All of us are sort of ruminating and considering why would she be against that. I think I've got an answer or I've got an opinion, but I'm not going to say it. I mean, not silly.
That the chairman has now taken out a court injunction, so the trustees can't get rid of her, and she's also now reported the Board of Trustees to the Charity Commission, so all of them have resigned in protest.
So there you go, and he's just going to go on to say that they've resigned in protest. Protest, is that a word? Or have they resigned before they're kind of like pushed, if you're going to jump before they're pushed kind of thing, or before some stuff comes out? Am I being, unnecessarily negative and looking on the wrong side of this, because I'm sure everything was above board? What I will say though, hang on, we'll listen to a bit more.
One of which is Prince Harry's very close friends, Mark Dyer, by the way.
Right.
But now we've got the situation where Prince Harry himself and Prince Ciso have resigned as patrons and have released a very strongly worded statement overnight. And they say nearly 20 years ago we founded Sentebale in honour of our mothers. Sentebale means forget-me-not in Sesotho, the local language, and it's what we always promised the young people we served through the charity. Today is no different, and with heavy hearts, we have resigned from our roles as patrons of the organisation until further notice, in support and in...
Right, I'm going to stop you there, because apparently Sentebale, the word, is African or Lesotho for forget-me-not. Now, am I going to be what one might call churlish here? Shall I be churlish on a Wednesday? I think Wednesday's a good day to be churlish. When you say Sentebale is Lesothian for forget me not, somebody seems to have forgot somebody, doesn't somebody, Barry? I think somebody has forgotten somebody, Barry, and I think we all know who you've forgotten, Barry. Costs you 20 quid a year for her to live adequately, sheltered and fed. Yeah? And not a penny piece. Not one penny piece. But quick, let's all resign. Let's all clutch our pearls and get all umbrage. Something's going on. I don't know what it is, but something fishy is going on here.
Solidarity with the Board of Trustees. It is devastating that the relationship between the charity's trustees and the chair has broken down beyond repair, creating an untenable situation. But Dr. Chanduka, the chairman...
Maybe you could repair the chair. Oh, she's beautiful. Hang on.
...has also released a statement
beautiful.
Absolutely attacking Prince Harry in particular.
Love it. Go, girl.
Very strong words.
Go,
and she
girlfriend.
says, everything I do at Sentebale is in pursuit of the integrity of the organisation, its mission and the young people we serve. My actions are guided by the principles of fairness and equal treatment.
Right.
But then she goes on to say... accused Prince Harry of playing the victim card and using the very press that they, i.e. Prince Harry, disdain to harm people who have the courage to challenge their conduct. So where are we up to now?
Right.
With charity.
So reading between the lines, she's got his number. She's the new chair. She's come in. She's probably seen that. Is it a foundation? Because a foundation's hooky as whatnot. You can, whether you agree with it or not, if you've got a foundation perfectly legal, you can spend 95% of it on yourself, and then raise awareness for the charity and donate like 5%. And probably write them off against costs of running the charity. That's what they pretty much do with Archwell, and then admit in their tax returns to working 1 hour a week on this foundation whilst coining it in. So yeah, this is something's going on, and I think it is reprehensible that whatever is happening, it's the children that have got really quite serious medical diagnosis and outcomes, a lifetime of medicine they're going to be needing, and also they're innocent little children that didn't ask to be born. You've set yourself up as somebody that's going to help them, and visually, historically and factually and on record, we know that you did swear to one little girl that you would look after her for the rest of her life, and she's never heard hide nor hair of you since, which will cost you like £20 a year. She's looked after by a blind granny who feeds her mealy meal on her little couple of shillings pension she gets off of Lesotho. So nobody has actually helped this young lady, despite the fact that you vowed to, on camera, do that. So can we take that one situation and maybe have a little glimpse behind the curtain and wonder what is going on? Because I think what the doctor chair lady is saying is quite a lot by what she's not saying as much as what she is saying. You kind of have to read between the lines. Something dodgy is happening. There you go, I'll put it out there, I've said it now.
Commission has received a report from the chairman. They will obviously look into it. We don't know what findings they are going to make, but I think it's an incredibly serious situation where you have two royal patrons resign and siding with the board over the direction that the chair has decided to take. So it's a really awkward situation, and Prince Harry obviously.
Face it, I mean, this would not have been an easy decision for him. It's not as if it's just any sort of charity he's got no connection with.
No,
absolutely not. He founded it in 2006 off the back of his gap year in 2004, where he spent time with a number of young people suffering with HIV and AIDS, of course, continuing the legacy of his late mother, Princess Diana. And as I said, Eamon, he doesn't have many patronages left because he gave all of them up.
Yeah, never mind, you didn't give them up, you're booted out. And anyway, at the end of the day, he hasn't been hiding nor hair near them since he's been with the Marklet, so save me from that. Yes, he just uses an excuse to play polo once a year or whatever he does. He has a polo tournament, does he, on the back of it? Raising money for Sentebale. And that's his sort of input over the year. And it seems to me, can I say this? Am I allowed an opinion? That maybe funds that seem to have been raised aren't making their way to the appropriate people for whom the charities were raised for. In this case, young children, usually orphans as well, that haven't got anybody in the world apart from this charity to feed them, clothe them and educate them. And with that, I think I've said enough. Probably said too much. At the end of the day, he's a wrong one. That's it. I've got no time for people like that. So there we go. Wherever you are in the world, have a lovely evening, afternoon, morning, good night. And yes, we've learnt something about the Barry. Or have we? No, not really. Bye-bye now.